Kyle's master.
Some
Redacted
complete
is really
horseshit
good.
right there.
Hey!
Willful abstention.
All right, who picked what?
Hey!
Oh, that would have been fucking super meta.
Yeah, that would have been real meta.
Jordan Mallory says delicious picnics.
Jordan Mallory changed his.
Hey!
All right.
It was sad,
We're
hipster.
done with that now.
It looks like an old woman looking into a microscope. Is what it looks like.
The thing is that there's nothing super clear that defines a hipster, and certainly nothing you can draw in like stick figures.
A very skinny, probably white dude wearing a scarf
And this one.
And a beard.
Like
and
what?
a beard.
Yeah,
And,
like I
what?
definitely.
Can you draw a microbrew?
Exactly right.
Just a tiny brew.
I maybe could have tried doing a 1-speed bicycle, but
25.
This can't.
It's what you think it is.
I don't know what I think it is.
Oh, okay. Well,
I did my best.
Well, that's a grilled
Oh.
cheese sandwich.
Wait, okay. that's a Nintendo Wii, and that's
And here are your choices.
Do you need the weighted blanket?
yeah.
My legs are cold.
Joe, you're plugging the toaster in wrong, Kamo. Astronaut helmet next to a toaster.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Nice. I like a nice medium rare bread with a butter sauce. You know.
5.
Oh, I didn't answer. Took too long.
Did everybody pick?
Keith, you're gross. By the way, you are eating that the grossest way possible.
It's hard because I have a laptop on my lap, a microphone in front of my face, and a phone in my hand. Back off.
Why don't you just move those away? You don't need any of those.
Does anyone pay attention to the thing?
Toast
all
with
of
6
those.
exclamation marks?
Toast with 6 exclamation points.
What?
The actual title.
How is that?
I'll take it.
All
It
right.
totally wasn't though. It was
What?
just said it was just toast. So I don't know why.
Oh,
When I,
really?
Because I was the artist and there was not 6 exclamation points.
I put toast in as a potential answer, so I wonder
I
if
don't know.
it changed.
Yeah, there
your
it for sure did not have a million
That
exclamation
feels
points.
bad.
55.
Usually, when there's two answers that are the same, it will not let the person making the answer submit it.
Not on Drawful.
No, it does. Andra.
Well,
25.
Sometimes they add punctuation because they're fuckers, according to Devious Factory.
40. 35. 30.
I'm not trying to be mean about
It's
it. It's
not
just it's shaking my
something that
stomach
I
and it's
can
making me sick.
control.
I know, and
Where
I'm
are
just trying
your
to let you know when you're doing it because it's making me nauseous.
I'm sorry. 4th annual wizard reading comprehension. Math magician. Oh my god.
Hey!
that one's.
15.
Yay,
It's math
book.
magician though. That's
Pick something.
pretty
Good thing
good.
there's a wizard's tome and a wizard's tome.
And here are your picks.
You gotted me.
Sorry.
Damn.
Hey!
Damn.
Ah,
We just also we traded.
we switched. We just traded. Essay wizard.
It's a wizard. What?
That's definitely a
Nobody got
wizard.
that
I
one.
liked it.
Well, okay then.
I thought it was a dunce cap.
I I like that Austin and I both decided that Drawful used the word tome.
Of course it would.
Now let's.
Math
look at
Magician
this
was
one.
basically high art.
Is this guy
Oh, is
getting
it your
impaled
answer?
by a dick?
55.
Well, now I have to change my answer.
That's the first thing I saw. I don't know.
How did they get in the air?
45. 40. 35.
I just had to go for a joke answer this time.
30. 25.
I know.
20.
That's how, like,
Okay,
she's
here are
basically
your
just taken
choices.
to now shoving her entire head up into my ribs. Because that's way nicer.
25.
Now she's rotating.
Okay,
Now-
jump. I'm filming. Go.
Something.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Witch Watchers.
Here's everybody's picks.
Yep. That's what I went with.
Me too.
That's just a cool witch.
That's just
you
a
know.
cool witch.
This is a cool witch.
Hey.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, okay. Sure.
What?
It's a witch and then two people and then, a house.
But
Those
the
are all
house isn't
things that
made
are
of
in that.
candy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's like candy up top or something. I don't
thought that was
I don't make the art.
Those are regular shingles.
You can eat anything. The story didn't say it was good candy.
Oh, that's true. This
It might
candy
be.
tastes like fucking plastic.
Because
What
actually,
is this?
we all know that all gingerbread houses taste terrible.
I don't like gingerbread.
This is my actual nightmares.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I'm getting so tired.
25.
Definitely too tired for Drawful.
40.
What in the actual fuck? Oh,
Marvel Femme in the chat says, "We found her candy house. This is just a bunch of fucking lozenges."
Hurry up, type in gibberish if you have to.
I got nothing.
5.
And here are your choices.
Okay, I think it's kicking in Whoa Your Face one.
How you doing, Jack?
Pick something.
oh, okay. We'll do that.
5.
And here are your picks.
You can see it, though,
Oh man, I
right?
loved reading Lost Among the Sperm Eyes. It was great. Maybe my favourite Virginia Woolf.
Wow.
Wow.
Just
Nailed
What's
it.
that other,
Try to forget any
well,
of
what's
these
that
other
other thing?
I don't know.
Why were there three?
Fish.
It's not pleased with that.
Switch.
Good job, Austin.
Good job, Jack.
Good job, Jack.
All right, it's not going to get better for
I
me
don't
than
have
this.
the
This is the
mental
only thing I'm going to win
acuity
in
for
days.
Drawful right now.
Where did your mental acuity
gonna go
go?
heat up pizza.
Yeah, we gotta close down Drawful because Kyle's a sleepy
I
baby.
can't.
Do you want me to get you? Do you want me to get you your Red Bull?
I don't even know what draws are.
He's so sad. It's Pat. He missed nap time today.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
the
not
marathon really started at my nap time, you
It's
guys.
his mom. Then why did Nicole? You got to make sure he gets his nap time.
Callie,
Listen.
it's his nap time.
Kyle sets his own sleep schedule and deals with the repercussions of those decisions on a daily basis.
I slept at a reasonable hour
You did.
last night.
You're right, but you were dealing with a deficit of like 5 hours from the night
Oh, we
beforehand.
should probably play Smash Brothers, huh?
Ugh.
That'll get you all pumped. I'm gonna go eat pizza. Thank
Have
you for
fun with
having
your
me on.
pizza.
I'm
I'm
gonna go take a
this.
nap.
Have fun with your pizza.
Jack, you just called it a nap, and it's 3 a.m. where you are.
Well, I'm only going to be sleeping for 2 hours or whatever.
How
Jack.
come only 2? What happened? What bad decision
Keith
did you make?
impression.
Keith,
Yeah.
Keith, did you enter into this?
No.
So what I should do is just hit or I can't even hit everybody's in because I'm not in. But these guys should just play their own game of Drawful, right? And we just watch it? Because that sounds brilliant to me.
All right.
All right.
Find me at Austin_Walker on Twitter. That's you go play my game at Essentiary.com.
Austin Walker,
Not
winner
net, not
of
net.
the 3rd annual.
One of the 10 best games of the year, according to some places.
This is the official Run Button commemorative Dishonored 5th best game of the year competition. 3rd annual.
Yes.
He got a
All right.
taxi this year.
I would go to get a Red Bull.
I'm Jake
Really?
Keith. You can find me on the internet. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Thank you for letting me join.
You can
I will talk
you
to
can
you
find
sometimes.
Jack on the internet. I'll paste your Twitter, you jerk.
8 players. Come on, let's
Bye
go.
bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something unusual, like chocolate.
None of us are
bunny
playing this,
or
right?
No,
Pinterest.
none of
Oh,
us.
okay.
Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send, and you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, start drawing. Go now.
I'm definitely not in this, right? Let me make sure that I'm not in it. Yeah, I'm definitely not in this. This is just the chat playing this. Nicole in the chat says I'm so sleepy. Only Kyle and I are honor bound to be here.
Yeah. But at the same time, you guys tend to, when it's just the two of you and you play games together, you don't pay attention to the chat as much. So my plan was just kind of like to try and help with the chat and reading donations and dropping links and stuff.
If you read
As
the
much
chat
as
too much,
possible.
they get a big head.
Yeah, well, they're also paying you.
Okay. I like that little vampire man.
Are there some potential games that you guys are choosing from?
I think Kyle wants to play Smash Brothers because he thinks it'll wake him up.
Oh.
We might play Earth Defense Force because that would wake him up even more, I think.
Okay, I'm going to start that annoying 30-second timer now. You've been warned.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alright, I'm just gonna, whatever picture comes up first, I'm just gonna say all of the things that could be called.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So chat, do you guys have any stuff that you want them to play?
Warning, warning. 5,
I think
4,
Can you help me
Is
cover
one of
myself
us
with
this?
blanket?
1.
My legs are
And
cold.
it looks
I think that's
like
making
one
me
of you
sleep
couldn't
here.
finish your drawing.
I know, but like
before the
I
time
have to
ran
lift
out.
up this laptop
You gotta be
and the
faster next
microphone,
time.
and if you could assist me, I would appreciate it.
Now, use your device to type in what you think the title.
Guys, if I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna play
Or better yet, something you think could trick the
DDR
other
for
players into
PS2
thinking
with
it's
my
the title.
controller.
You'll get points for every
So
player.
that's what I've got. Because they were like, are there any Nicole
there's
games?
nothing
That's all I
for
got.
that is just the top of an
I wanna
acorn
tuck my
flying
feet in
into
the
a
top.
weird squid. Or no.
Can you just like use your foot and like, tuck it underneath?
I'm not comfortable with the fact that the eyes just...
Why does it say DP on that?
does
That
say
makes it really nervous.
Those are just eyes, but the eyes definitely say DP.
Yeah.
And what I thought was the head of a squid.
Oh,
is
someone
actually-
recommended Hatoful Boyfriend.
Let me clean this up for
I mean, you didn't have to clean it up for me at all. You could have just left it there.
you. Yeah, no. Actually, I couldn't.
Or said, Keith, pick this up. Or asked. I guess instead of just saying.
Bethany's behind you, trying not to get stepped on.
Anything you can think of.
Play Resident Evil first.
Ugh.
Resident Evil is going to put you to sleep even more.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah,
It's not.
it is. You got to wake up before you play Resident Evil.
I
Here
just
are your
drink Red Bull,
choices.
though.
Now pick the title you think.
Which one do you think-
really
did you think is-
inspired this drawing?
Ham armpit. It's not plunger.
Hey, Kai. I forgot to ask if you could bring me down sometimes.
Stinking lemon hand. It's definitely ham armpit.
Pick something.
Stinking lemon hand.
It's Bethany drool.
Hey!
What are you doing?
This was also soaked in Bethany drool.
Oh, really?
All right, who picked what?
Somebody said I vote for any rhythm game. DVAC, any rhythm game.
I like this group of players. I don't know why. I just do.
Street Fighter.
Glorb wants to see me mash buttons in Street Fighter. I think that is underestimating my skill in
And our next weird
Street Fighter.
Enter your title.
I know how to
now.
press buttons without just mashing them. It's just that nothing happens that's impressive. That's just Kyle crying.
Do you guys have Donkey Kong on the schedule somewhere?
I was thinking about that tomorrow.
People are saying lots of interesting things. Thank you very much.
Are there any front runners?
Not really. There's no poll or anything up right now.
Hurry up, people. Type something in.
Glorb suggested we play Street Fighter now. Is that you are? No. You over your fighting game thing?
Okay.
You play
here are
Virtua
your
Fighter
choices.
5. Play Virtua Fighter 5. I have just like this very vivid memory of you being so excited for Street Fighter 4 that a week before it came out you bought Virtua Fighter 5. Or like 2 weeks or like some short
No,
amount
it
of
was
time.
like I had never played a Street Fighter game, but it seemed interesting. Everyone was excited about it.
Pick something.
But I was also interested in Virtua Fighter 5, and Street Fighter 4 was $60, and Virtua Fighter 5 was like 20 or something.
Okay.
So I bought that and played it a bunch, and then I got so into that that I was like, oh, I want to buy Street Fighter also. Or no, I wanted to get a fighting stick for Virtua Fighter 5, and the only ones available were for Street Fighter. And then it was kind of like, oh, well, now I want Street Fighter.
All right. So what are the options? I'm making a straw
I
poll.
actually have a tattoo that looks exactly like
Smash Brothers.
Destiny.
Destiny. Earth Defense Force. Those are just 3.
I want to play Destiny.
I don't know. Will that wake you up?
I just want to play it. I don't care if it wakes me up.
That's a bad... I think you should make a decision based on what you'll get
And
excited
now,
playing.
this thing.
Resident Evil, PS4.
That is...
That's a nerd castle.
That's a nerd castle.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Jalal says Earth Defense Force is hella. Yeah, it is.
It is hella.
It is hella. We
Yeah.
love that game.
It is hella.
It's, yeah. We'll fucking shoot at some spiders and then they crumple up and like fall over like paper. Pick up some power-ups with 2D sprites. Oh no, they fixed that for 2025.
Yeah, they did change it. Man, I loved those 2D sprites. Like, hey!
Jack put a straw poll in, saying which game should they play like
Yeah.
next? Pick one. Great Saturdays. Spaps Ball 4. 10 ways to drive that truck. Let's all go to Michigan and the collapse.
His is truly a
What are your
gift.
choices?
Thank you, Jack. That was a gift.
All right. So, any other things that you want to add on here? Smash Brothers, Destiny, EDF, Resident Evil.
Mario Kart? You guys want to play Mario?
Mario Kart, but with a question mark.
You can play Mario Kart online.
Which Mario Kart?
8.
Pick something.
Thank you. Lord of the Dorks, Nerd Fort, Nerd Castle,
And here
Roman
are
numeral Two-Face.
All right. Official tweet. Official straw poll is going up.
Butt nuttin'. What is it? It's gotta be Nerd Fort, right? There you go.
You're a weird bunch of players.
They definitely had like a way different vibe in mind for this game by having someone else besides Cookie Masterson do it.
Yeah.
And like I want to know what that decision was.
Put in your
Because like they
titles.
got him on the payroll, he did fibbage. They were like, we can't give Cookie 3 things. Gorm says I think Resident Evil was a bad idea because Kyle is gonna get tired.
I know. But I gotta play Resident Evil now before I get more tired.
No, because you'll get woken up again.
When? It's a horror game. We gotta play it at night.
No, that's how there's a dip. It's 10:30.
Yeah, we're not at the dip yet. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying that you haven't sunk as low as you can sink?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm nowhere near as low as I'm gonna sink. Like we gotta do it now before things go bad.
But then things get good again.
Yeah, but not till the sun comes back.
All right. So right now, Mario Kart 8 is in the lead,
Ooh.
but there's only 38 total votes.
Hurry up, type in
People look in the
gibberish
chat
if
for
you
that.
have
Poll.
I'm dropping it again because it went up.
Because I think Drawful has shown that I'm tired
Okay,
to the point
here are
where
your
I have lost
choices.
my ability for like humor or any kind of cleverness, but I don't need that to play Resident Evil.
I think we don't need to play Resident Evil, but you need to make a good Resident Evil stream. And I think that playing a multiplayer game like Earth Events Wars or Mario Kart or Smash Brothers will provide the energy we clearly do not have right now.
Ah, you.
Pick something.
Low button, that sinking feeling. Resident Evil just surged to the front, but is only ahead by 2 votes, so don't go crazy.
Do I get to vote?
I don't give a shit.
Here's everybody's picks.
Whoops.
We should make t-shirts out of stuff.
Have you guys made a policy about voting with money?
Voting with money.
They
Like, is
can
there-
do it, but we're
is
not
there-
obligated to listen.
Like, if someone donates $1, what kind of, like, does that have a vote value? If someone donates $1 and says, like, Mario Kart, does that give 2 additional votes to the final straw poll tally?
No.
Did you just put fire on my desk?
No, I didn't put fire on your desk.
Go to your room.
I don't have a room here. This is where I sleep when I'm here.
Didn't I buy that desk? Isn't that my desk?
I would call it a shared desk.
Whose desk it is secondary to the fact that Keith put fire
Okay.
on
I didn't put fire on it. You just saw the lighter and got weird.
it. Maybe I'm just too tired, Keith. I would say that donations with game requests have value, but like $1 would be pretty low. But if someone donates like $50 and it's like, can you please play this game? It's like, we have to play that game.
Sealtron says, I will donate $1,000 if you play Euro Truck for the remainder of the 24 hours.
Done.
Yeah, done.
Literally done.
Literally, yeah, done.
Hurry up,
Yeah.
Like, if you do that, we will do that.
Yes. If you did that, we would do that.
Write this down.
Yes.
Run button is for sale.
Yes. If you donated $1,000, we would play any game for the remainder of
Here are
both
your
things.
choices.
Oh god, you guys are opening yourself up. What if somebody said they wanted you to play like Hatred or something?
Well, that would be a special circumstance. I don't think anybody watching wants that.
For $1,000.
For $1,000.
Well, what if you assigned a dollar value to a certain number of votes? Like $1 is equivalent to 3 votes. So if someone donates $5, they get 50
This
votes.
is getting way more complicated. No money is worth any vote.
Well, there you go. That's problem solved.
It's like Keith said.
You can do it,
People
but it
are
doesn't-
certainly welcome to send donations and request games, and we will definitely listen.
All
But we
right.
cannot absolutely guarantee that we will play with you.
Again, unless it's a $1,000 donation
Unless
and the
it's
game is Euro Truck.
$1,000.
Like,
Yeah.
then yes, obviously we'll do that.
That would be even better. Like that would be better than what we were gonna do.
How many viewers did you have during the last marathon?
We had anywhere from between 100 to 450.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Even I would have gotten that one wrong.
Someone said play Roller Coaster Tycoon, DVAC.
We don't have the ability to play Roller Coaster Tycoon, I don't think. The computer is kind of shirred up right now, right? Do you want to build a roller coaster, Kyle? No. Kyle doesn't want to build a roller coaster.
Type in a convincing title now.
What's the?
I miss Sim Theme Park. 70 total
Resident
votes.
Evil
Resident Evil is ahead by 1 vote.
All right, so let's give it 1 minute. Let's see what's up. Resident Evil ahead by 1 vote. Mario Kart in second place with 20 votes.
You guys want to play a little Mario Kart or Resident Evil after?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's do Mario Kart and then Resident Evil. Res Eve.
Nicole, do you want to Mario Kart? Or do you?
Yes, I have a Mario Kart. Yeah.
Someone said Banjo Kazooie. We do have that. People are saying Keith, you're a little echoey.
I just have a naturally
Hurry
cavernous
up,
voice.
type in
Well, that's
gibberish if
creepy.
you have to. Okay, here are your choices.
I can't believe that no one has played Sim Theme Park. It's so good. Did you really?
Yeah.
I love that game so much. Yeah, I've been trying to find a way to get it to work on my computer. Now I want to play it.
As far as I know, all those games work all right. If you get I think they're on GOG. Yeah.
I own the original disc version, and I've never tried downloading a digital version, so that's probably where I'm going wrong.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do with this. Like that.
Whoa.
What
There
did
you go.
everybody
You just
say?
fucking blew my mind. buddy.
Okay, so there haven't been any new votes in the last minute or so. So I think we're officially calling it. There's been 76 total votes. Last place is Destiny with 5 votes. Fourth place is Smash with 14 votes. Third place is EDF with 15 votes. Mario Kart has 20 votes. Resident Evil has 22 votes. But I don't believe that either Keith nor Kyle voted.
That's true. we
And
did
they
not
both
vote.
have decided that they would like to play Mario Kart.
Yes, I was the only one.
Oh, you did? But then you suggested that we play Mario Kart and play Resident Evil
Kyle's a
afterward.
waffly son of a bitch.
Well, I know that you're not a fan of horror games, so I thought we could play Mario Kart.
What? I could just not pay attention. The thing is, though, when I leave, I'm probably gonna take this with me. Okay. Someone asked if I am selling baked goods this time around. We actually technically owe Jared from last stream some bread because right after the marathon I started to get really sick last year, and then I was in and out of hospitals for several months, and so I never followed through on sending him some baked goods. That being said, I clearly have not forgotten about it because I remembered his name just off the top of my head. I don't have any problem with giving out some baked goods if they want to do a contest of some kind. I'm a little behind on my doing shit for no reason but because I like doing it. That being said, I also am starting a new job that is almost entirely work from home, so I have a little bit more free time to do stuff like make baked goods for no reason.
Anything you can think of.
Were we waiting on their address, or was there a reason that
No, I just didn't have time to do it. Originally, I had asked if he had any food allergies or anything. And I don't think he got back to us. And I think, honestly, I think it's partly because he didn't specifically say, like, I want bagels or I want a loaf of bread. I think it was just because
he just said,
make whatever you want. And I'm just like, oh, that's too many options. That overwhelms me. I need to know what someone actually wants. So, I mean, I could at least do like a brownies or cookies or something to that effect. I'd be happy to do that. We could send people the peanut butter cookies that you love.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's send somebody peanut butter cookies. God damn.
I mean, you
So
guys
good.
decide how you want to handle that.
We send them peanut butter cookies or bagels. We should make bagels, send half of them, and keep half of them.
We have been streaming, or they have been streaming since 2 p.m., so they're on hour 8.5.
Well, we've been streaming for 8 hours, so we're on hour 9.
Yeah, whatever.
Everybody was just way off on this
Sandwich.
one.
Oh, someone put a sandwich vote into the chat. Sandwich part 2 vote. Corned beef, Cuban, Reuben, or Jill.
I mean,
I think Cuban and Ruben are disqualified for rhyming, so I'm gonna have to go with
I'd go with corned beef.
corned beef. Yeah,
Let's move it.
I don't know what a Jill is.
Jill is winning. I don't either.
All right, and then our stream viewers have finished their game of Drawful, and now we're gonna move on to Mario Kart. Thank you guys for playing while we did nothing.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Do you guys know what Steven Universe is?
Steven Universe.
No.
No.
Someone is asking if Lucas is old enough to play it, so I'm going to Google it because I don't know what it is. And Mallowy Goodness, who is not Jordan Mallory, and I made that mistake earlier,
Yeah.
it says, Dear Run Button Trio, I'm catching the Johto dogs in Pokemon right now. Would you like the honor of them being named after you?
Yeah.
If so, who wants to be Entei?
I obviously want to be Entei. That's the fire dog.
I like Nim. That's my whole world.
I don't know them by name anymore.
There's
but
Entei, Raikou, and Suquine?
no, I thought it was like Suicine or something.
I've never had to say them before. So.
People are saying that Steven Universe is a cute cartoon. I will say that we recently tried letting Lucas watch Sailor Moon Season 1 after I got it for Christmas.
Suicune.
And guys, that show is not quite so good with good values
What show is
for
this?
children. Sailor Moon Season 1. There are some less than good values being taught by Sailor Moon's
Is it that if you're
Season 1.
Is it that if some people can have a cat that talks to them and that's the value?
What kind of controller would you like?
I don't care.
What kind of controller would you like?
The one in your hand. I'm easy to work with. Where's the
That's
remote?
actually annoying to me.
Okay, well then here, take this one.
No, it's like, I wish you guys just wanted something.
Okay, I'll take a classic controller if that works.
One goes in your hands.
Sailor Moon. Okay, so the things that we found for Sailor Moon that were really rough was people are making some comments. There are some really terrible things, morals, values, whatever about girls and women. Like there was a whole episode devoted to, like, in the very first couple of episodes, about women losing weight and how obsessive they are about it, and like Sailor Moon, Usagi, what have you, continually got put down by her friends and her family members and told that she needed to lose weight.
Yeah.
And she's a fucking twig, so I don't know in what world she needs to lose weight.
Japan.
Yeah, that's true. She's also blonde, so I feel like she's a little out of place to begin with. I am talking about the dieting episode. That was really, really, really rough. And just a lot of they're really, really misogynistic, which is really bizarre because I feel like Sailor Moon came to become known as a girl power kind of show.
Yeah, there was even the slightly heavier friend who was like, losing weight's really hard, and like they all look at her like she's dirt trash.
They kept being like, yeah, you've got a ways to go, or like some people shouldn't even bother, I think was one of the things that was said, and I was just like, this is so rough.
Oh,
I thought that you were like on that. Okay.
I have one.
Yeah, it's that white one over there.
Yeah, I love Inuyasha, and I feel like honestly, even Inuyasha has better value to, I don't know, for morals and stuff. Peralt in your chat apparently used to live in Asia and says, when I lived in Asia, normal-looking girls were constantly told they were fat when they were far
Yeah.
from it. So again, obviously that's a culture thing, but we tried really, really hard to teach him a lot of values, and I think what he likes the girly stuff. That
Right,
seems
yeah.
to be like what he enjoys, but it also bothered me because I didn't remember a lot of those weird details that like she gets her power by saying that she's putting makeup on or something like,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes me so sad.
Hey,
but he likes it.
Keith, can you go to XSplit and right click on Black Magic and turn the game up a bit because it seems a little quiet.
totally do that. I'm on that for you, bud.
Just a teensy bit.
What's that?
Yeah, that's good. Sure.
for your ear?
Probably good. I don't know.
Glorp, she
this.
actually
Sit
didn't
back.
gain any weight. It was just like they kept showing her eating, and she was like, "Oh, I ate a pork bun. Now I have to go diet for a month."
I
And
don't
like
know
they
what
would be
pork
like,
bun
"I'm
is, but it
so
sounds
hungry,"
delicious.
but they would only show her eating like twice.
Pork-
It's not like it's weird.
Pork buns are great.
What is a pork bun? Explain to me a pork bun.
A pork bun.
Is it just soft bread surrounding meat?
Yeah. Like.
Okay.
And like the meat inside of it, from the ones I've had, taste exactly like Peking raviolis.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like Peking raviolis,
Oh.
but instead of like a pan-fried dumpling, it's like a steamed,
Yeah.
breaded thing.
Kyle, you know that nobody outside of this state knows what a Peking ravioli is?
What?
It is a pork dumpling, is what.
Oh.
I can tell you
they're
why
not
they're called that.
They're not raviolis.
Here's what it is. In Massachusetts, we call pork dumplings Peking raviolis, and it's because like the first Chinese food place in Massachusetts or in like the Boston area was set up in an Italian neighborhood, and nobody knew what a pork dumpling was. So the owner just started like,
What
oh,
did
they're
you do?
they're
Sorry, I was talking in
raviolis.
your chat. Oh God, what am I doing? Oh, I don't need the nunchuck, right? I
You
can't.
do, oh.
It's not letting me do anything with it right now.
It isn't?
No. I mean, I guess it is.
You-
Sorry.
yeah.
It's just being a dick. I'll just be Peach. I like Peach.
Daisy. Oh, new things. Ooh, airplane. Airplane parachute. Alright, let's do this. I'm so serious about this game.
I don't know how to do
Janine, obviously our resident Sailor Moon expert pointed out that she also likes comics and video games and gets to be powerful even though she's feminine in a way that's typically used to denote weakness. And like I think the big thing with Sailor Moon is I have wonderful memories of Sailor Moon from growing up. And Lucas likes a lot of the stuff that they do, and he's into he loves the color pink. He loves costumes and dressing up and superheroes and stuff like that. So I wanted to share that with him. So it's not that we're just like not gonna let him watch it, but
No.
I think we're probably gonna pre-screen and decide which episodes are okay, because that weight one was really hard.
Yeah, that way one was bad, but I definitely got the impression that like it didn't seem like every episode was like that one. It felt like that was probably an outlier.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also an episode coming up, a couple episodes after that, that's pretty scary. So I watch out for that one.
Oh, I think we actually got a little bit further than that.
Okay, it's the episode where it's the jazz guy, and he's at the radio station, and there's that woman that shows up and she's
Yeah.
got those big claws.
Yep.
That one's spooky. It's a spooky
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, and he doesn't do well with stuff like that anyways. He's recently started being really sensitive to high tension stuff.
Yeah, like I'm not exaggerating when I say this. When I first met Nicole and Lucas, when Lucas was 3.5, like he literally did not get scared of anything to the point where I was a little concerned about him. I was like,
Yeah.
you should be afraid of things. And like now he's afraid of everything.
I think you know what? I think that he's like me. I get really empathetic in certain types of situations that will stress me out, even if it's just a type of music or a setting. And I think that he does that same kind of thing. He gets real high tension, really overwhelms him. Like he can't watch the scenes in Planes, Fire, and Rescue where there's lots of fire because he gets scared that the people aren't going to make it out of the fire.
Plants, Fire, and Rescue.
Planes, Fire, and Rescue.
Planes.
It's the sequel to Planes. But anyways, so yeah, it was Sailor Moon. For me, it was hard because I had trouble watching some of those episodes that I didn't remember because the last time I watched them was I was a kid. But we try very hard to support
Race is starting.
I don't know what buttons to push.
Is it A and B, or is it the triggers?
We all have different types of controllers.
It's A and B. Well, yeah.
it's different for each of us.
Yeah.
Who's Peach?
Me.
All right. At some point, we should switch controllers.
Why?
So that.
I will murder you.
Hold on. We don't have to. I'm just saying that we are on opposite sides of our screens.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, baby.
I feel bad because we're not gonna be able to see the chat. Oh gosh, I should not have gone with this bike. Why didn't I feel like this was a good idea?
Which bike?
The motorcycle.
I'm
bike.
just glad to be repping Waluigi in a fucking room with the biggest Waluigi hater of all time. Kyle hates Waluigi unless it's because of Dan Riker Churchill.
I'm getting to be more okay with Waluigi. I'm coming around a little bit.
But anyways, yeah, I think we try not to do anything that has a lot of gender stereotyping because Lucas is kind of a pink boy and he has a lot of atypical gender preferences, and he already gets a lot of flack from that from some of his extended family, and we try to make sure that he's not watching or consuming media that would support the opposite of what we're trying to support. So that's kind of really one of the big things is there have been some episodes where, like the one with the love letters, that was really weird.
What was it?
The one with the love letters, the women were sending the love letters and
To the
they were
guy
getting
on
the
the radio.
flower.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
he
that
was-
one.
Oh, that's a
That one
good
was scary.
episode. That
It was
good.
good.
That's what I was talking
But there was a lot of like weird gender stereotypes about
anybody can
yeah.
send a love letter.
Yeah, exactly. But it was, like we just read a book about Valentine's Day with Valentines, and it occurred to me
That
like
was a little weird.
it was a little weird, but it was a Charlie Brown Valentine book, so it's a quintessential traditional Valentine book, and I have a feeling that he's going to ask us if he can make a special Valentine for Max in his school. And it occurs to me that I don't think that I could readily name or find, without some extensive research, a quality Valentine's book that would support a boy giving another boy a Valentine.
Can I ask what a Valentine's book is?
We always try to get books about holidays because he's learning more about seasons and holidays, and so books are a really good way for him to learn that.
Right.
And he kind of understands
That's
what's
the part
expected.
that I just don't know what a Valentine. I know like books, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's like essentially the Charlie Brown book was talking about how he wanted the little red-haired girl to be his Valentine, and he was trying to get friends to find out from her if she liked him, and so he was like sending her letters and getting her a present and all that stuff.
Right.
But he seemed like he was enjoying the book because he likes Charlie Brown, but it occurred to me halfway through that I didn't think he was really connecting with it in the same way that he does with other books because they were talking more primarily.
He just doesn't understand the concept.
Yeah.
Of,
heteronormativity.
Yeah.
I think the concept of talking to kids his age about Valentine's Day is
premature
is
for one thing.
Crazy,
yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Well, and I support that his school does like everybody gets a Valentine for everybody, but we have also taught him things like we always get mommy and daddy a special present on holidays, and certain family members get special presents and a little more attention, and some of our closest friends will do that. And so I think the big thing is like people will be like, oh my gosh, that's sexualizing Valentines, or that's putting too much blah blah blah. But at the same time, he is inherently being exposed to heteronormativity through things that people wouldn't pick up on. And so I just felt sad reading that book because he definitely didn't seem to connect to it the same way he does with animal characters. And it's made me wonder if that might be because some of his preferences don't line up that way. Like I fully expect he's already started talking about making a special Valentine for Max.
The whole book, the Charlie Brown Valentine, has to do with the idea of I like this person. Do you like me? How can I find out if this person likes me? Like, these are not concepts a 5-year-old understands.
You know what?
The idea of somebody not knowing if they like them.
It is and it isn't. It really. I feel like it just not the way that we as adults understand it.
I'll say that in school when I was a kid, we had the walk around and give people Valentine's Day cards to everybody in the class.
Yeah.
And
I did all that too.
They had lollipops inside them or whatever, and you got some candy. And I would say that wasn't anything that I understood why we were doing it at all, except probably for years. Like we started in kindergarten, and for years was just like this is just the day we do that. There's nothing else attached to it besides that. So.
I think with me, I focus a lot. I really want to make sure that we're building a foundation for him that when he does get to the age in even as little as a year or 2 years, where he has a foundation in place where it's not unusual or a problem if he wanted to make Max a Valentine a special. He's already made Max special presents and special cards and special artwork that he wants to give just to Max. And I've already started having those concerns, like, what are we going to do if Max's parents are very close-minded, or maybe they see something that at age 5 you really shouldn't see, but that if it was a girl, everyone would make a joke, or, if it was the girl's parents, like, oh, he has a little girlfriend, or she has a little boyfriend, people made jokes like that when he was 3, and he would make a special craft for a friend who was a girl or a boy or whatever. So it's one of those things that, like, people don't think it's a big deal because they're only 5, but at the same time, when he's 7, for example, and looks back and realizes that the only books he was ever read show a boy giving a girl a Valentine or vice versa, or the only exposure he's ever had in school because of the fact that that is really all that's available, is for that. It's almost like that foundation or that base is, I want to make sure that we're being tolerant and supportive of trying to find alternatives to be able to show the full spectrum.
I feel like if you wanted to, there's probably I haven't looked. But there's got to be non-heteronormative children's books out there.
I fully agree. I haven't taken the time either.
I don't know about Valentine's specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
But also because of the existence of that doesn't also have to preclude a little boy giving a little girl. There can be both things, and it's not confusing.
I think
that's what I'm trying to say.
I think specifically in the case of Valentine's Day, it just always rubs me the wrong way because there's certainly nothing wrong with little kids having crushes and all that, but I think it's really weird to perpetuate the idea that it should be happening, or that it almost feels like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're encouraging kids to start thinking in that way really earlier than they should, I think, in a way that seems forced to me.
And to correct something that's being said a lot in the chat, at Lucas's school, actually at both of Lucas's schools, he goes to a public school program and then a day program that's technically owned by the town, but it's more of a daycare. He is required to give every student a Valentine, and we get a list in advance. We make up the Valentines in advance. That being said, this is the first year where he's going to write the kids' names on his own and pick out which card he wants to go to which kid, etc. So he is already of an age where he is inherently putting more effort into kids that he likes better. Even just in the fact that he wanted to make a Valentine, or sorry, not a Valentine. He wanted to make a piece of artwork for Max. And I was like, oh, do you want me to help you spell Max's name for when you're all done? And he flipped out because he wanted me to know that he knows how to spell Max's name because he really likes Max. But when I asked if he wanted help with making Jada a gift, which is probably his other closest friend, he didn't really care. He was just, and again, he really likes Jada. They play all the time, and he really just he wasn't taking that kind of no, I need to do this myself because this is really important that Max knows that I made this for him. So those kinds of things, again, it's a lot of the subtle stuff. He does get exposure to the idea that everybody gets a Valentine and there's nothing wrong either way, but at the same time, he's not going to get any kind of reassurance from, at least we aren't expecting that he'll get any kind of reassurance from anybody outside of our immediate family, or at least from Kyle and I, that it's okay should he maybe next year want to put something a little bit more, put a little more effort into a specific Valentine for a specific person.
Give a dick card to Max.
Yeah, pretty much. That's put a stick in a box. That's kind of inherently the bottom line is, I don't necessarily want to put us in a position to push one standard over the other. But it bothered me. It didn't really even bother me until we were reading the book. And I was thinking back to the fact that when we were at the library, we were looking in the Valentine's books section, and there were there was not one book that jumped out at me emphasizing that we give everyone Valentines or that we make special Valentines for family members. These are preschool reader books that are targeted for preschoolers age 3 to 5, 3 to 6.
There weren't any books about just giving everybody a Valentine?
Nope. The only Valentines that were based on humanoid characters were based on the idea of having someone special that you want to make a Valentine for.
I'll put and that all of those were a boy or girl giving it to a girl or boy.
Exactly.
And I'll say that's probably because I'll put that in two camps. One is because we live in a society that is basically universally structured towards heteronormativity.
Yeah.
Two, I've never heard of a Valentine's card until or Valentine's book until literally 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. But that's a good.
You don't have a child.
Yeah, you don't have a child. First of all,
a child. That's the thing that I feel like is either uncommon or I just accidentally never encountered any media about Valentine's as a kid. Or
Yeah,
forgot
maybe
it.
you
Because
just don't remember, though.
Right, I guess. I just feel like Valentine, I mean, not that it's not important formatively, I just don't have any memories of Valentine's Day as a thing besides, like, walking in dropping a card in everybody's fucking shoebox. And then being like, well, I guess that was a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, isn't it kind of a nice thought to be able to ease him in long term to the idea that Valentine's Day is an opportunity to reach out to someone that you have special feelings for at the appropriate age? Obviously, I'm not.
Reverse.
Yeah, I just fucked up. I'm not suggesting that like at 5 years old it's appropriate or even reasonable to encourage or suggest that Lucas has romantic feelings towards another child.
Yeah.
That being said, again, at 3 years old, when he would meet friends who had similar ages, their parents would not hesitate at all to make jokes like, oh, Peyton says that Lucas is her boyfriend at 3 and 4 years old.
Yeah.
That was not uncommon. And it has not ever once been uncommon for anybody in our extended family to say things like, well, if you let him do that, people will think that he's gay. Or if you let him do that, people will think that you're trying to make him a girl or that you're trying to do this. So it's a double-edged sword because you can say like, well, at 5, it's really not a big deal. But at the same time, at 5, he's already faced a lot more subtle discrimination and subtle oppression, I guess is a nice way of putting it, that a lot of kids won't face until later, and that's regardless of the fact that at 5 he isn't in a position, and at least I don't think he is, to have more than friends' feelings for anybody. But
I had my first crush when I was 3, but it also I remember very specifically in preschool.
This is another I've never had a nightmare.
No.
From the creator of I've Never Had a Nightmare came I Had a Crush at 3.
First of all, it was not I never had a nightmare. I very rarely have nightmares and only remember 2 of them. By the way, I had a ton of nightmares this year, so that's not even a thing anymore. I was 3. I was in preschool. Nap time was weird. I can't... Shit. It began with a C. I can't remember her name. But it began with a C. But I don't know. It wasn't because I didn't. Because I was 3, or maybe I was 4. Because I was also at preschool at 4. Because that's also preschool age. I'm sure that it wasn't. I'm sure that it wasn't sexual. It was just confused.
exactly.
It was just
It's like I have a special friend.
I don't know why. We weren't really friends. We didn't really talk. But I was like, I like this girl. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a subconscious thing where you have a special friend that you really want to spend a lot of time with, and you come home from school and you really want to make your special friend a special craft just for them.
Again, never hung out with this girl. Was never played with this girl.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You concentrating super hard?
Yeah.
I think my first crush was first grade.
Yeah, very easily first grade.
Maybe kindergarten. I feel
I'm seeing
like
other preschool crushes in the chat.
I feel like I was always like way more into girls than like most of the kids my age, like in elementary school. Mm-hmm. That was always the impression that I got, anyway.
Well, and I think the big thing is like, I think this is a really perfect way of giving an example, because a lot of people, when I talked about Lucas wanting to make a special craft for Max, they were just like, oh, well, it must be because this. It must be because Max likes trains too. Like, yeah, okay, but Nicholas and Austin also like
does
trains.
Max like pirate shit?
He doesn't. Well, not that we have heard about. We have heard that Max really loves Thomas, and that he likes Thomas too, and that's really exciting, and that they both love Thomas together. And so the thing that people were making excuses for why I was noticing this.
Yeah.
Like, my grandmother was like, well, it's just because Max is new at school. Like, well, actually, Max has a twin sister named Molly, and they came into school at the exact same time. Molly also likes trains, and Molly plays trains with them, as well as several other kids at school. But literally, like, day 2 of Max and Molly being these new kids at school, Max came home, and from the second I picked him up, all he could talk about was how much he liked Max and how much he I think we were at the grocery store, and he was just walking down the street walking down the aisle just talking to us about, like, I really like Max, and Max loves trains, and I want to make a special project for Max. And then he made the special project, and he had me pull up a picture of Thomas on my phone because he was really anxious, and he was stressing out that he couldn't successfully draw Thomas with his crayons. He was making the wheels, and he was like, this isn't right, it's not going to be right, I have to start over. And I was like, well, do you want to see a picture of Thomas? And so we picked out a picture, and he drew it from the picture.
He's definitely never shown that level of interest in anybody.
I would say Jada is probably the closest.
He certainly never said that he wanted to make a craft for anybody.
Exactly. And so to me, that, I mean, again, people can say a lot of things. I don't need to play another round. If you guys want to play again, I'm going to chat and do stuff because I feel bad we've been ignoring
playing
him.
online.
Online, go to town. I feel like, as his mom, especially because, his dad isn't really as involved as we would like him to be. I picked up on that right away, and people were like, well, you can't sexualize him, you can't, put that on him that he's being romantic. Like, I don't think he is being romantic. I think that he has a special friend that he wants to spend a lot of time with.
People put that on kids all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a...
Well, and that's what's funny. It's that double-edged sword. People can make a joke like, oh, he has a girlfriend, or oh, she's his, whatever, his girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as I think and I said out loud, what if we get a phone call from Max's parents and they're closed-minded and they aren't okay with the fact that Lucas made him a craft?
Yeah.
What if he makes him a special Valentine, and at 5, this kid's parents flip out and say that they don't want him in the same classroom or something?
What if they're too okay with it and it makes it weird?
I don't. Yeah, but I'll take that.
Okay, married by 8. Like, that's the... Where? Okay, hold on. I need to focus on which character. I'm not going to be Waluigi again.
Which character did I just unlock? They said I unlocked a character. I don't see.
You unlock this Peach? This other Peach?
Yeah.
No,
Baby
that was
Peach.
a DLC character.
But anyways, I don't even remember how we got on this train, but I'm really tired, so that might be why.
You didn't like an episode of Sailor Moon.
Oh, someone had made a point of some of the plus sides of Sailor Moon and blah blah blah. So anyways.
Ouija. Baby Ouija.
Baby Ouija's the best.
Baby Ouija.
Baby Ouija.
Using Link's motorcycle. There's BMWs. They put out free BMW DLC.
That's weird.
No, Mercedes. There's
Well, which is it?
See, look right there. It's like 3 or 4 Mercedes.
That's
so
really
weird.
It's really weird that Nintendo would do that.
It was free though, to be fair. I think it was like sponsored by Mercedes, not like pay extra money to be Mercedes, which is at least more forethought than I think most racing game DLC offers you.
I'm just gonna go way into handling, way into acceleration. No shits given about speed.
Yeah, you're nuts.
No shits given about speed.
All right. Yeah, I keep thinking
Mercedes was free.
I keep thinking that like Lucas is like so far from having any kind of like romantic interest in anybody, and then I realized like I guess I did have my first crush like in kindergarten.
I had my first boyfriend in 2nd grade. Where we called each other boyfriend and girlfriend, and we spent time in each other's house, and
I had my first girlfriend in like 10th grade, but I would have had one in kindergarten.
oh yeah, you're a player. So people are basically being like, we should take bets on his sexuality and stuff, and like I've said for longer than I can remember that I would not be surprised if he identifies somewhere on what I call the rainbow spectrum. The rainbow spectrum, because it covers everything. it's just I wouldn't be surprised.
All
at
the kids
all.
are doing it these days.
All the kids are doing it these days. But and it's again, there's that double-edged sword of like, well, if you talk about it or if you push it, you can't push it. And at the same time, like Keith's mom of all people, when we went to Hampton Beach last year,
Yeah.
we were talking. Lucas has done t-ball, he's done swimming, he's done a whole bunch of stuff. We try to make sure he's in at least one kind of extracurricular activity for each season or once a year
Sorry,
or something. Go ahead.
Which one do we want, Keith?
We want Donut Plains 3.
From Super Nintendo?
Yeah, we do.
Not Yoshi Valley?
We can do it. No, I don't like Yoshi Valley at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. What were you saying, Nicole?
Oh, and we had made the decision. Lucas loves to dance. We actually used to spend the last 15 minutes or so of every day. We'd have music time and dancing time. We'd put on some music, and all of us would dance together at the end of the day.
At this point, it's going to challenge my thoughts on gender and sexuality if he's not gay.
Sorry. So Austin just made a point about should we take bets on his sexuality because and the whole point was that someone suggested that we should. And we started discussing things to that nature. And I was basically saying, I'm definitely not someone who would say, oh, I'm going to make bets on it.
No.
I'm also saying that as his parent, for as long as I can remember in his 5 years of life, I have kind of always had that intuition or that gut feeling that he, it would not surprise me if he identifies somewhere on the rainbow spectrum when he feels comfortable enough to identify himself.
Sorry, was Austin playing Conversation Police again? Because that wouldn't surprise me.
I just wanted to clarify in case that was a concern that it was being misinterpreted.
Okay.
But anyways, what I was trying to get to is that as much as people it's really bizarre how many people will jump and say, well, you have to make sure not to push him, or you can't do anything to push him one way or the other. You don't want to push him to not be normal, so to speak. And we decided that we would put Lucas in dance class because he really loves dancing. And we figured he has sensory processing disorder. He has some issues with body awareness.
What kind of dance? Is it jazz dance?
Well, there were a few different options. There was a boys-only breakdancing class.
It's actually
breakdancing.
crapcore.
Breakdancing. So there's a boys-only breakdancing class, and then there was ballet or jazz or combinations of ballet and tap. And so we had decided that we were going to put him in ballet and tap, and we spoke with the program, and they were very open. They have a lot of other boys in other classes, but there were no boys in this class. And they were like, absolutely, he can try a couple classes. We're not going to have you pay for the year or make any kind of commitment. If he feels uncomfortable or if he doesn't like it, you can just pull him out, no problem. And so we were really excited and proud, just thinking that we were expanding his horizons by offering him a dance class because he had already done a sports class and a swimming class. And he was really excited. He picked out his shoes and he was practicing his, he would be like, oh, I don't want to wear my shoes. And he'd put them on and he'd tap around the kitchen and have a great time.
I remember that.
And then Keith's mom overheard me talking to Kyle's mom about it. And she laid into me in front of all of both of your extended friend circles of your parents.
Let's not pretend like my mom isn't horrible. This isn't a surprise.
Well, but at the same time, like, we're talking about putting a then 4-year-old into a combined tap and dance class with other 3 to 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
And the reaction was so visceral that this is like, and he was there. It wasn't like he wasn't there.
I don't
She was
remember any
talking
of
about how, I think you were getting ready to take him down to the water because I didn't want him to hear what she was saying. But she was basically like just laying into me, like, how could I as a parent be okay with pushing him to be abnormal and with exposing him to getting made fun of. And I'm like, who's gonna make fun of him? Like,
Other people dancing?
Yeah, exactly. And as a result, like, yeah, he's the only boy in his class. At some point shortly after the first couple of classes, someone on his extended family told him at some point that girls can only do ballet, boys can't do ballet. And even though he had been enjoying his ballet class, he then immediately stopped and refused to do ballet anymore. But the people who run the program were so understanding, and they basically said, like, we can see that he's enjoying himself and we know he's enjoying himself. So they made an exception so that he could stay in tap, and he loves tap. He goes to tap every week. He knows the whole routine. He's the only boy. And then it's like, even in tap class where he's the only boy in a group of girls, he gets stigmatized. Like they're doing a little dance where he's the safari guy, and all the girls are dressed like little birds, like little tropical birds. And there was a part in the dance where the only thing he was supposed to do while the girls did a choreographed number was squat down kind of and like bend down and put his hands on his knees and bounce and get a look on his face like ooh wee, and he was supposed to like whistle along with the song, like he was checking, literally like he was checking out the birds, not in a with binoculars kind of way, but in a like the girls were supposed to turn around, put their hands on their heads like this and shake their bottoms with their little tail feathers, and that was the whole thing. And I was just like, hey, can he have something else to do besides that? Because if nothing else, this kid comes home every day excited to dance, and you have him standing and staring at 4-year-olds who are shaking their bottoms, and that's the only thing you have him doing for part of this dance. So it's crazy. People will jump down my throat and be like, well, you can't push, you can't do that, blah blah blah. But it's those kinds of bizarre reactions and instincts from other people who are in authority figures of children. It's really, really common. So people who don't have kids yet or want kids or whatever, like be prepared for that kind of dumb shit to be a daily thing. It is pretty weird.
Off topic, I do like the roads shaking. That's really fun.
Yeah, this is this after this DLC pack, this game now has 3 Rainbow Roads in it. It has a new one, it has the N64 one, and the Super Nintendo one.
Listen, people fucking love Rainbow Roads.
They do.
Although this one might be the best one. This is really great.
I mean, it's a little simple.
It is more simple than I thought that it would be from the start. But I do like the shaking road. That is a mechanic that they have not done in a thing before? Is there...
Oh, sure.
Have they?
Yeah, of course.
I don't remember it.
I don't know. They must have, right?
I don't know. Listen, sometimes I almost said sometimes Nintendo ideas are new.
That's not true.
No, it's not. They are incredibly well recycled, though.
This I'm not exactly sure what, but this popped into my head during that previous conversation. I just remembered this Onion headline from after, I think it was the Boy Scouts said they were going to accept gay kids.
Yeah.
And it just said like Boy Scouts now accepts gay recruits, comma, gay youths excited to have second thing to be made fun of for or something.
Yeah, that's a big issue with the Boy Scouts, is that they're owned by the Mormon Church.
Is it Mormon?
I'm almost positive that Boy Scouts is owned by them, or like weirdly run by. Like I can't remember exactly how that shakes out.
I would love to put him in like I think he'd like some kind of like adventure survival kind of group.
I can say
I'm
this.
not cool with the only ones available.
No.
I always hated the Cub Scouts, but I always loved the kind of 2-week-long nature camp that I went to over the summer. So,
quick reason I don't like this Rainbow Road. I always lose. I don't know what it is with that track, but I always come in almost last. Toad's Turnpike, I assume we're picking that.
yeah, sure. Yes, here says the Mormon Church is very associated with the Boy Scouts.
Okay. Everyone else in our game agrees with me.
Did I tell you about the Hello Kitty doll? I just put it in the chat. You know how they have that little cardboard stand thing next to the deli where they have like the My Little Pony dolls and the Hello Kitty dolls and the Hedgehog dolls?
Yeah.
He found one
There
that
was
was
a ballerina one?
Yeah, he found a pink one with the ballerina outfit, and he was like, he brought it over and he's like, do they have one with tap shoes? Can we find one with tap shoes?
Huh.
She's so pretty. And I was just like, I wish they could find one with tap shoes.
The only part of the Boy Scouts that I liked was, and I'll say this, I only went to about a quarter of the things that I was supposed to go to because just my parents refused to take me sometimes. Was the car racing part, which you do not have to like go and be a Boy Scout to build a fucking pine car.
What was it called? It's Pinewood Derby.
Pinewood
right?
Derby,
yeah. So this is a Zelda DLC track where the coins are rupees.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
It's a great touch.
You talked about this on the Game of the Year podcast.
Yeah.
This was a hot mention.
And an awesome rock.
Yeah, Hyrule
Zelda
Warriors
game.
had some stuff like this too.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff like that in Hyrule Warriors.
Someone is talking about how I just lost who it was. They were in Cub Scouts and they basically had to segregate all of the gay scouts and put them in their own tent. And they followed that statement immediately
does that
by.
even
Clearly,
mean?
they weren't thinking about that very clearly. And it seems like that's a common thing.
You literally were not able to be. I thought you were not even able to be openly gay and be in.
I think that it was ruled unconstitutional or something to exclude
But that was like only
them.
pretty recently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was very recently, and they still won't allow.
When?
They won't allow adults who are gay to be
Yeah.
in the club.
Yeah.
When is the Supreme Court deciding on gay marriage?
I think it's sometime in the fairly soon time frame. There's some really funny comments about being.
Man, here's the thing. I feel like I'm really good at some Mario Kart games. I'm terrible at this game.
I feel like this is the only one I'm good at.
I don't know what that is. Where we're opposites on that.
Yeah.
I think it maybe has something to do with like the way that.
Well, you
drifting
also
works.
picked a fucking ridiculous cart. Like,
Baby Ouija.
you can beat Baby Ouija all day long, but
Baby Ouija.
don't pick the configuration that you picked. That was
I'm in
ridiculous.
4th place. I'm not doing terribly.
I don't know.
I'm one
know.
behind you. I can see.
I don't know with you sometimes.
Oh, there's not a thing there anymore. God damn it. I ran into a very cleverly placed shell. I feel like I have really high handling on this, like super high, and I'm still not able to turn corners without like doing a ton of hops. Do you feel that way? Like you have to like hop
Oh,
like
I
6
never
times?
hop.
You never hop?
Never hop.
What is wrong with
You
the
gotta
handling of my car?
You can't hop because you gotta drift. That's how you get boosts.
No, but the drifting is not a sharp enough turn to get around the corner. Maybe you have to start drifting way earlier. Maybe that's
You gotta drift pretty early. Yeah.
We should just start making our own cool Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing. Can we make Rainbow Scouts?
You say Grainbow?
No, Rainbow.
Rainbow Scouts.
Yeah.
Rainbow Scouts. It's in. No, it's already locked in. I have T-shirts for Grainbow.
We just make
They're
Rainbow
buttons.
Scouts, and you can get different badges of different colors for different things. Green is all like nature. We should do this.
You could have one rainbow
We
badge.
could sweep the nation.
One marsh badge.
Can you have a volcano badge?
You could have a
If
volcano
you get a
badge.
volcano badge, I'm in. I'm into the me and the rest of my Grainbow Scout buddies are gonna get a volcano badge from whoever gives that badge out. Fuck.
No, that's a good idea. That doesn't sound like something that I'll be doing.
Someone posted a straw poll, and they are looking for assistance. And they said they just finished the Mass Effect series. What should they play next?
Ooh.
GTA 5, Far Cry 4, The Evil Within, or just play all the Mass Effect series again?
Just that last one.
I've heard Far Cry 4 is really good.
Did they play KOTOR?
should play KOTOR 2.
Play the first one.
Well, play the first
Also-
one. They play the first one, but then play KOTOR 2. Or if you feel like you don't have it in you to play both of them, watch a ton of stuff about the first one
Man,
and then play the
what's
second.
like? Oh, jeez, this 8 thing is so weird.
I heard that The Evil Within was not very good.
Yeah, that's what I also heard. Like I think someone or someone commented on our Game of the Year podcast video and was like, "Why no love for The Evil Within?" I was just like, I just heard it wasn't good, so I didn't play it. Like
Yeah.
everyone said it was bad.
Not that people are always right, but oh, I heard some shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like what.
I feel like if you just came off of all 3 Mass Effect games and you really liked them, try Dragon Age Inquisition. Because like GTA 5 and Far Cry 4 are not like going to give you the same sort of thing that you were getting out of Mass, unless you just want to change the pace.
To be fair, they didn't say what's another thing like Mass Effect. They just said what should I play.
Well, they
next?
said that after 2 Mass Effect games. I played Mass Effect 1. What should I do now? Oh, another Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
And then did that again. I'm really liking Dragon Age Inquisition. I always recommend KOTOR and KOTOR 2, specifically KOTOR 2.
Get a Wii U and play all the Nintendo games.
Play Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is great.
Oh yeah!
Fallout New Vegas will give you that vibe, and also
Dude.
it's way better.
Yes,
Wait,
I was trying to think
true.
of like what was another game this generation that like really made me feel like I was making like powerful, interesting choices in the game world. Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas is really great. That is one of my favorite games, probably.
I love that.
The amount that it is better than the Fallout 3 is significant.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And the amount that people disliked it compared to Fallout 3 was super confusing.
Yeah.
People have this thing in their head about like Obsidian fucking bugs everywhere, but that game was like pretty buggy.
To be fair, I heard a lot of like really serious like save file kind of ruining bugs. Like Arthur Geese had a problem where you could have companions in that game that followed you. I never even used them, to be fair. I mean, to be honest. But like he had a thing where he called a companion, his companion like left or something, but the game thought his companion was still there, and then he literally couldn't do anything with companions for the rest of the game. Because he had no companion, but his game thought he did.
To be fair, I never used companions basically ever throughout that whole game.
Yeah, me neither.
So,
but yeah, Yes Man, everything with Mr. House, like
all of the reputation system was really good. I really like.
I don't remember a lot of the dialogue in that game, but I still, for some reason, all the time it pops into my head. People saying "Glory unto Caesar."
The really interesting thing about how the reputation system in that game works is that you're not being judged on morality ever. You're being judged on like your actions. You're being judged on your actions as interpreted by a group,
right?
And those different groups all have different values that they are looking for in people, and the way that it kind of is a hugely drawn out version of the Walking Dead. Kenny will remember that thing.
Oh yeah, that was another thing.
It was a lot like that.
Gotta play The Walking Dead. Season 1, I didn't play Season 2.
I didn't play Season 2 either. I heard it was not as good or very good at all.
It's so weird how everyone was in love with Season 1, and it seemed like 80% of people dropped off for Season 2 for some reason. Like, I just felt like Season 1 was such a good, well-contained story that I just didn't need it to continue. I didn't really have any interest.
But I also think people we would have kept playing if we heard good things about it too.
That's true. You're right. If people were really raving about Season 2, we would have played it.
Yeah, there was nothing about it happening again that I feel like is what was preventing. It was just I have a lot of games that I want to play that seem really fun, and people are not saying that this is really fun, and the ways that Telltale repackages their stuff over and over again is starting to get really weird. And
what do you mean?
All their games are just the same game. All of them were let's just do Walking Dead but Game of Thrones. Let's just do Walking Dead but The Wolf Among Us. If the writing and the way that they're presenting it is interesting, apparently The Wolf Among Us is. I'm sure,
it was I feel like it's fine as long as the games are of a good quality. It's like the same way they used to be putting out.
It feels like they pumped out Walking Dead, not as egregiously, but in a similar way to Walking Dead Season 2. I mean, to Game of Thrones, which I heard was really, really bad.
But for a while, people were saying they're putting out one Assassin's Creed game a year. That's way too soon. But I mean, they're really good, so whatever. And now they're not anymore, though, so it's no longer okay.
Right? Yeah. Also, I've heard it's super horrible to work at Telltale.
Oh, really?
Because of their dev cycle, they are in a year-long crunch.
Yeah.
And it's really, really.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Apparently those people are just just living on the edge of on the end of the road. Like
Yeah.
it is. Oh man, no. Oh, that was fun. Okay, that's fun.
Judgy Keith, have you played any recent Telltale games since Walking Dead 1?
I haven't played them, but I read a lot about Walking Dead 2, and I read a lot about Game of Thrones. I've heard good things about The Wolf Among Us, but I don't have any real interest in it.
Wolf Among Us was actually really, really good. I played it a little bit pre-launch at something I went to. It was really
Andy
good.
put it on his Game of the Year list.
Yeah. And you guys have heard that they're making some kind of IP, right? Their
No.
original IP?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna look for it and see if that's accurate. I'm pretty sure that's right. Has an original IP in the works as of January 13th, 2015.
Yeah, I wonder if Telltale will ever really hit with anything the way they did with season 1 of The Walking Dead. Because
I
if you
feel like they
remember,
can.
people, that was the first time I've ever seen people really communally treat something like it was a season of television, where like an episode would come out and it would be a big thing and everyone would play it and everyone would talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's never happened
Yeah.
before or since.
Here's the other part of being spread as thin as
Bless
they
you.
are now. Like they got super hot super fast off of the Walking Dead game, but like what did they put out right before the Walking Dead game?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, and that was like
Garbage.
It was first of all, it was garbage, and second of all, it was kind of a little bit before that. And now they're like working on several things simultaneously. I just feel like it's going to be
but-
hard for them to.
They've been working on several things simultaneously for quite a while.
Have they? And maybe that's why
they've been
so many of their
doing-
fucking games are terrible. And
They-
like they struck gold like with the Walking Dead game.
Well,
maybe
I think it's like a lot of studios, you have different people working on different projects.
right, but it's usually not so many projects and such a small team. Like they're not small, but they are working on more things than most studios with a lot more people are simultaneously.
They make the Sam and Max games, and they did the Tales of Monkey Island like games, not the originals, but
Yeah,
the new
yeah.
one.
And they did the Homestar game, the Homestar Runner game, and they did
Oh, that's
and they did the
right.
fucking Back to the Future game that was also terrible.
Yes,
Or not terrible, it was just like ugh, whatever.
I enjoyed the first episode, but that was all I played.
I enjoyed the first episode, and then the rest were a lot weaker.
But that was like,
And I enjoyed it on the strength of Back to the Future, not on the strength of the game.
yeah, but like the Back to the Future thing
was-
was very much them like doing a LucasArts
adventure
adventure
game.
game
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
slapping Back to the Future.
Yeah, and it wasn't until they stopped trying to do adventure games that they really nailed it.
Yeah.
And they didn't even nail that right away because they did Jurassic Park, and that wasn't an adventure game that also was terrible.
Well, yeah, I didn't play it, so I couldn't really tell you all the stuff that was wrong with it. But I mean, from what I understand, it had a lot of the same format of The Walking Dead.
did.
It just wasn't, the execution wasn't there.
The execution wasn't there, and the writing wasn't there.
But it sounds like they nailed it in concept.
Yeah, I watched a long play of it, about half of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was rough.
Dang.
Yeah. And Nijophilia says Jurassic Park is definitely Telltale's worst game.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is, I heard some really bad things about the Walking Dead game. So, but I still believe that.
Wait, about what game?
Not the Walking Dead game. Sorry, the Game of Thrones game.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear anything that terrible about it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I heard it was mostly just kind of felt lifeless and inconsequential.
Don't we all though?
Yeah. Like not like I laughed at that, just like
Yeah.
we do.
Do you guys know who Bruce Jenner is?
Bruce
Yes.
Jenner?
Yeah.
Like I
He's
know the name.
transitioning into being a woman.
Right, yeah.
Oh, maybe I don't know who Bruce Jenner
I've been
is.
seeing that on the front page of tabloids every time.
Yeah, but I guess
went
he
to the
is now
supermarket.
issued, or she has now issued a statement confirming that.
I guess I don't know who Bruce Jenner is. I thought that I did. Who is Bruce Jenner?
Formerly married to Kris Jenner and a reality star and former Olympian.
Okay.
And they are doing a docu-series of the transition,
Oh, okay.
which is
One
why
of the-
there was confirmation.
I don't know who I thought she was then.
I don't know.
You guys know the Wachowski brothers are now a brother and sister, right?
Yeah. Look at those eyes. Hey, buddy. Oh my god. You were looking right at me and I am not into it. Fully.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I love the F-Zero track.
Guys, what you playing?
Super fast.
What are you guys gonna play next?
I think Resident Evil.
Oh, this is who I was thinking of. Bruce Jenner is who I was thinking of. I guess I just thought that she was somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm thirsty and I want some juice, but I don't want to feel yucky.
Is juice gonna really fuck you up?
I've been having really terrible reactions to sugar lately. Gotta try and avoid that gestational diabetes.
Yeah.
That shit's not fun.
We haven't really been doing much for that
Yeah,
in the past
making a
week.
cake for no reason
Yeah.
over the snow days was not super helpful.
This is a hot track,
Yeah.
like musically and the racetrack.
I love how fast it is.
Here's the thing: it's this fast and can handle 2 players.
I was actually surprised. I never realized that this game was 60 frames until I went to edit the video I did with Andy.
Yeah.
And even with 2-player, it's 60 frames.
Wow.
And it was weird because the biggest complaint I heard about this game was that when you do more than 2 players in split screen, the frame rate drops. It's like, yeah, it drops from 60. Like, give him a break.
Drops from 60 to what, like 45?
Yeah, I don't know, 30, I guess.
I mean, I would probably rather a solid 30 than like a fluctuate like a 60 that is sometimes 60 sometimes not. Unless it's literally only multiplayer, then who gives a shit?
Yeah, because remember, this is essentially last-gen hardware.
Yeah.
The game looks amazing, and it's split screen running at 60.
Whoa.
Like, that's amazing.
I have everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, and I died.
That's kind of awesome, but also it's kind of maddening because it's really hard to pick what you want, so you just kind of have to like hit the button and hope for something
I definitely,
cool.
yeah, I was absolutely. Well, I hit it like 7 times. I got like 7 different things out of it.
Yeah, eight things in fact.
Oh, well, look at
That's
that.
Mario Kart 8.
Oh my god. It's like they thought it through.
Yeah, almost like that. I love that you ride on the like F-Zero health recharge things, and it boosts you up to 10 coins.
That's great. Here's something about this game versus another great racing game, Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed. Is that I feel like the drifting works way better in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about that game.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I played it. I liked it.
It's real.
It
The
didn't
more
like
that I
hook
play of
me
it,
or anything.
the more that I play of it, the more I'm into it. Especially the fucking Samba de Amigo tracks are the best. These Samba de Amigo tracks are the best racing, like kart racing tracks I've ever played in a game.
Even
Like,
on
definitely.
on the Besties podcast for this year, I think it was Griffin who was actually like, yeah, I like Mario Kart 8, but like, hey, it's no Sonic Transformed.
I should listen to that. I forgot to keep listening to that.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What's your email address for Run Button? Is it runbuttonpodcast@gmail.com?
Yes.
Okay.
How's the chat doing?
Good. I'm making an Ask FM for Run Button.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So I might need your phone to get in there to confirm the email address.
Are we good on Mario Kart?
Fine.
DVX says, I thought their Ask FMs are already filled with trash. Yes, my Ask.fm is filled with trash.
Okay, we should do the Sunshiner.
I haven't gotten any Ask FMs in a long time. I stopped promoting my Ask FM because
Yeah.
I started having people ask me really, really disgusting stuff.
Really?
Yeah. like people would ask FME just repeatedly and being like, what's your favorite sexual position? What gets you off? What do you like Kyle to do? Like, it was really, really gross, and that's why I stopped having my Ask FM.
Thanks, internet.
So every once in a while, I put it back up again. And actually, when I first came on the chat today, someone, I believe it was Ray by Day, specifically called out and said, like, thank you for answering my question. It was really insightful. So that was kind of neat. That's why I like it. So I'm on the Ask FM. You already have 2 questions.
Well, pretty sure they give you 2 like automatic.
No, these are like in the last minute. Okay. If you had to pick one place in your town to bring a tourist, where would you go?
Yeah,
That's definitely automatic.
That's definitely
All
a
right,
generated
but-
one.
I wouldn't take them anywhere in my town because there's nothing touristy. I would take them to a restaurant and we would eat food.
To that weird burrito shop that's in the corner of like a creepy.
Well, it's not creepy, just regular.
Yeah.
No, it's creepy.
It's
a
like
little creepy.
Rundown and weird.
The convenience store is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It just
creepy.
seemed regular to me.
No, I don't know. What kind of convenience stores are you going to?
I don't know.
True
Usually.
story.
It looks like a front for something, and in fact, it's a front for a burrito stand.
Yeah.
Like-
So it's a front for something, but it's a front for something delicious, not something illegal.
Yeah.
Unless it's a double front sitch. Is it a double front sitch? Is that what
I
you're
don't
worried
know.
about?
It
I know
could be
that
a
you said
triple
that
front.
kids do illicit substance deals outside of there.
That's what I've been told.
Well, who
By-
told you that?
Who do you think?
I don't know. Some kids that wanted weed?
No, Nicole.
What?
Nicole, did you want weed from Kyle?
No.
No.
I got lost somewhere.
You said that people do a lot of drug deals outside that convenience store.
Oh, not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's been broken into a few times.
For
Oh, well,
drugs?
then what one would you say is the one that everyone meets at?
Yeah, if I wanted to
I don't
score,
think that they're. I mean,
It's not just one.
not
it's
in
all of them.
Osterville, that's for sure.
I don't
I
know
thought
what
it was
Osterville
Marston's
is.
Mills.
It's Osterville, Marston. It's weird. It's just it's
Wait,
one
it's-
of the many villages in the town of Barnstable.
Towns are really weird on the Cape. I don't understand.
Barnstable? I know Barnstable. I don't know Osterville.
Barnstable's a county, right?
Barnstable County and also Barnstable Town, and within the town of Barnstable there are several villages.
Jeez.
How many hamlets are there?
No idea.
So Barnstable's a county, but also the town Barnstable is like a tiny county.
You mean that it's big?
No, that it has like tiny
little
mini
baby
towns
villages.
inside of it.
Okay.
Stop it.
I'm gonna delete
Stop
some
it,
of these.
Barnstable.
Barnstable, cut it out.
Cut it out,
All
Barnstable.
ones.
Barnstable, you're on notice.
Who or what is the Run Button mascot?
The run button mascot is a kiwi bird shaped like a Super Nintendo controller.
It is no longer our logo, but remains the mascot.
Yeah, known as the Game Kiwi.
Does the Game Kiwi speak, or is it a silent
No,
protagonist?
no.
I kind of want to
It
share
knows.
these, but I would need to get your Twitter because you could have them shared to your Twitter account, which would be kind of neat. Right now, I can't do that, and I don't know if it. Keith, you would know. Is there a
What's
way to
up?
view your previously answered questions?
Yes, it's on your profile page.
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking I would drop the links into the chat with the answers. Someone said, "Where do you get off?" Which I assume means like in a sarcastic way, not in a gross way.
Right.
Bedroom mostly.
Bedroom still, yeah. Either
Yeah,
way.
Mostly the bedroom.
There you go.
What's up?
I just answered
She's
it.
actually answering.
Okay.
Why won't you love me? All caps.
Oh, I got that one a couple times. Because you're an internet stranger.
Oops. Are we?
This one is not English. I'm deleting this.
Are
I'm
we?
still having fun.
Okay.
Why are y'all so cool, nice, and great, and also cool?
Oh man, bedroom mostly.
Bedroom mostly.
Yeah. Don't actually answer with that.
No,
though.
Guys.
actually answer with that. That's
Yeah,
a good bit.
for sure.
Have faith in your bits, Kyle. We got good bits.
Oh, come on.
Let's see. What is everyone's opinion of Boston versus Manhattan clam chowder? I don't think either of you eat clam chowder.
I've never.
I love
had
clam chowder.
Manhattan clam
So
chowder.
here's the thing about Manhattan clam chowder is that it's called red clam chowder and has tomatoes in it.
Right.
And it's not very good, and obviously it's the worst. It's not the worst. It's just the worst of the two.
Yeah, I don't love clam chowder either way.
I love clam chowder. I'm a big clam chowder.
Really.
I love seafood and seafood in any form. Name a seafood and I'm into it.
I take a bite of clam chowder, a scoop of chowder, and I'm like, that's pretty good. And then like the more bites I keep taking, the less and less I like it.
How about like another type of? How about a corn chowder?
Not sure that I've had
A corn chowder is a clam chowder with all the same ingredients.
corn chowder is really good.
Corn chowder is really good. It's
feel like
sweeter.
I would probably
sweet.
like it.
It's
really
sweeter
good.
and it doesn't have clams in it as corn.
My grandmother makes a really good one.
Oh, Keith, I forgot to tell you about the most important thing about Mario Kart 8.
Yeah?
Which is that when you go off any kind of ramp,
Yeah?
you tap the right trigger and it gives you a boost.
Oh man.
My bad. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm only losing.
I explained all this to Andy and I forgot that like we haven't like done a Mario Kart.
Right
thing.
trigger or right bumper?
Trigger.
This one is from Jasmine in the chat. She identified herself in her question. And it says, I am bad at asking questions. What is all of your favorite birthday gifts?
Ooh.
What's your favorite birthday gift?
Like, not like what do we typically like to get, but just like what was the favorite one ever?
How do you want to interpret that?
You can answer it however you want, Kyle.
I think when I was in 10th grade, my mom got me my own PC for my birthday. That was pretty dope. That was hecka dope. So that would probably be that one.
Oh man, I had the fucking same shit.
I'm good on Mario Kart.
Yeah, me too. You want to play Resident Evil? Is that what you want to do? Or did you want to do another Wii U game? Of which there are 2 left that we have not played.
I don't know. Are you gonna like leave?
Jesus Paul says, guys, there's no reason to get so real about soups. This is too real. I know you have very strong opinions. But we weren't talking about soup. We were talking about chowder.
Yeah, dude,
all
get
right?
fucked.
So you're gonna have to back off if you thought we were talking about soups for even 1 second.
Get fucked, son.
Yeah. God.
Keith, favorite birthday gift.
Ruined. What?
Favorite birthday gift.
The gift that sticks out to me is not a birthday gift. It's a Christmas gift. When I was 8 years old, I got a probably 2.5 to 3 foot high like robot with tank treads that walked around and had a grabby arm and then a Nerf dart arm. What? That was fucking the best. That was the best.
Keith had all the rich kid presents as a kid.
It's because I had rich grandparents and they would buy me things. It wasn't as far as I know. It was not.
What?
It was not like.
Keith didn't just have a Razor scooter. He had multiple Razor scooters, and he had like the dumb motor that you attach to a Razor scooter.
I had 2 scooters, both of them off-brand Razor scooters.
You did get the Razor accelerator, though.
No, that was me. That was Casey.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
I was there.
I can't remember. I had so much shit that I can't.
Yeah,
even
you don't
remember.
even know.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem.
You're a
Is that my
monster.
grandparents had a lot of money and they gave it to me in the form of gifts instead of love.
I have like the opposite problem. I don't have a lot of birthday gifts that stand out to me as huge. What did I even get this year for my birthday? My brain's a little.
I'm tired.
I honestly don't remember. Probably one of the coolest things that I got that I still love a lot is I got a record player that I still have and use, and I got that from my grandmother. But it might have been a Christmas present. So I will go with the other gift that sticks out in my recent memory, which is tickets to an OK Go concert.
Ah, yeah.
Because I absolutely love them.
Sorry, Keith, could you bump the game sound down a notch?
I could bump anything, anywhere. You just tell me that you just fucking name it, buddy, and I do it.
Thank you.
I'm on your side. Oh, we're playing Punch Out?
Oh, I'm playing Punch Out.
We'll play Punch Out if you want. I'm gonna fucking lean back. I'm gonna do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get my jacket. I'm cold.
There's blankets upstairs. Sorry. I meant to bring my space heater home with me from work. You guys have a excuse me, donation from Kev that says,
Kev.
"Sorry, I can't be watching right now. Hope you guys are holding strong at $10." All right.
We already read Jared's $40.
Oh
donation.
my God, you have so
Oh,
many GD questions.
Oh, man.
Holy. What is your favorite color of flour?
I like white flour, and that's what I use mostly to make stuff.
yeah,
To
I
make
don't-
stuff.
Let me specify.
Yeah.
Flowers like the plants.
Wheat
My
flour.
favorite.
I'm still not getting it.
My favorite flower is the spiderwort, and that is a purple flower.
Kyle?
I don't know. I don't have an answer. Not a big flower guy.
I'm not a big flower guy either, but I really like spiderworts.
I like daisies. Daisies are my favorite. Holy Jesus. Alright, since you are pseudo Cape Cod, how many mini golf courses or fudge stores are in your town? We are not pseudo Cape Cod, we are Cape Cod. I'm born and raised. And in the town of Sandwich, there are, I believe, 2 mini golfs, and I do not believe there are any fudge stores.
I guess I never really noticed, but yeah, I guess there are a lot of mini golf places around here.
Oh yeah, that's totally a Cape Cod thing. That being said, in the town of like Hyannis,
It's pretty like close Cape Cod.
what do you mean?
Like
you mean?
I don't
Sandwich
mean
is the
pseudo-
oldest town on Cape Cod. It
No,
was
I
the
don't
first
mean-
settled town on Cape
I don't mean
Cod.
oldest. I mean like as far as you can get to. You can't get much farther from Sandwich and still be in Cape Cod. is what
Correct, true, but it is the original Cape Cod. What's this? What's going on here? Oh, I thought this is. I'm gonna. Do I mute my mic?
I'm gonna post a picture of the spiderwort because they're very pretty flowers.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, you alright?
神道を滅却すれば日もまたすべし
I set up an Ask FM for the guys, and now they have like 55 questions.
How do I block?
Oh man. If you want to chat though, I can get up and go upstairs.
Oh, maybe I block with the B
What?
button.
Well, hold on, let me go upstairs because I gotta get up.
Harold says, "Do they serve cod in Cape Cod? They super do all over."
Yeah, that's
Why do you think it's
basis
called that?
Right, for fish and chips. Good fish and chips.
Havoc Binder says, "Dude, look at Lil Mac's coked out stare in his portrait."
Sorry, this is
Get up. Get up, Nick. No.
What 404 page? All right, here we go. This is the real link. Get ready for this flower. Get ready for that flower. Oh no, that is taking me to a 404 page. What's that about? I'm on the page right now. Oh, it's a Wikipedia link, and Wikipedia links don't fucking work. Hold on, let me do a.
Wikipedia links don't work? What are you talking about?
Wikipedia links a lot of times have comments in them, and that fucks up
Really?
in Twitch. Yeah.
Oh, no, no, no! How do I block? Block is supposed to be down. It is in the NES version, but it's not in this
Maybe it's
one.
like a flick. I think it's up.
No.
Okay, I don't
It's
know.
buttons. Or maybe it's A.
8. I guessed what number came next.
Oh, dude. That was rough.
There we go.
Dig deep, son. Dig deep. Learn from your mistakes.
No manual, huh? That's rough.
I bet you can figure it out. Is there a tutorial you can do?
I guess, yeah, there must be, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up. That's weird. That's super weird.
One, two, three, four.
I was really surprised by how hard new Punch-Out is.
Old Punch-Out's hard too, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, old Punch-Out is pretty hard. Well, technically, it's really hard. Shit.
What does that mean?
Like, I had like an open window to
Oh, okay.
Old Punch-Out is really hard until you, like, learn the different enemies, and then most of them are really easy. But I was surprised that as someone who's, like, played the old one a bunch, that I didn't just, like, walk in and demolish new Punch-Out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6.
I don't know why Mario isn't the ref, though. That's stupid.
Yeah, that is weird.
Like, why not? That was awesome.
Do you think Mario got too big?
1, 2.
Well, I think because maybe because he's voiced, they would have to have the Mario voice, and it would seem too silly. But whatever. You should just have him look like almost exactly like Mario, but he's got like a really gruff, like Brooklyn accent for no reason.
Yeah.
Get Bob Hoskins to do it.
Wait, hold on. Get Luigi to do it.
What?
I mean, I know that wouldn't solve the silliness problem, but get Luigi to do it. That guy's looking for work.
Be careful in that Mac. Watch out for the Hondo Rush. Keep your blocks up, baby. Keep your blocks up.
Keep your blocks up, dude.
I'll finish this fight, and then we'll play a. Resident Evil.
Okay, that was. It's okay.
Oh shit!
Corky says that Mario has things to do, Kyle. He can't be bothered to count at you. Like, Mario Fun with Numbers was in the past.
Also, what I love about New Punch-Out is that they doubled down, seemingly, on racial stereotypes by, like, when you knock out this guy, he has sushi around his head.
Ugh, yeah, it's really terrible.
No, I like it. It's
No,
fun.
it's not
no,
fun, and
come
it's
on.
terrible.
No, it's not.
They had a chance to not be racist, and they didn't
No,
do
they
it.
just leaned into it.
They leaned into being racist, making it terrible.
5. Come on. Right.
But it's not like
It's pretty bad.
these are not harmful things to have sushi around
No, but
the
they're
guy's head.
built on harmful attitudes.
Oh, you know all those things, people. These sushi eaters. Everyone always throwing sushi in the Japanese's face.
It's not about the sushi. It's about the type of attitude that propagates. That was a good camera, though.
Can't deal with the Hondo Rush. I'm also very tired.
It's all right, son. When you fall, learn how to get back up.
AWS Game says, what attitude does sushi propagate? And if that's the level of conversation we're operating on, then I literally just can't. Faber says Nintendo could use Waluigi as the new ref and have Johnny Lake do the voiceover, and that's like the best idea I've ever heard. So there we go. Hold on, are they already beaten?
These are guys I beat.
Oh, so they're scared in the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Try one more time, go for
Third
it.
time's the charm.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm. Listen, Keith, there's nothing fun about taking something that had a lot of weird racial stereotypes in it, but in a fun way, and then removing those things.
There absolutely is.
Then it's just
then you can
lifeless.
just have a good. No, there are plenty of good. There's plenty of really well done character animation with a lot of life in them that is not based on racial stereotyping. Like it's kind of all over. That's not fair. There's a lot of problems with a lot of things, but they could have done it. Like they could have just not had sushi, and you wouldn't have noticed.
I'm saying that having stuff like sushi is a really harmless way to double down on racial stereotypes without actually racially stereotyping.
I feel like that they wanted to double down on it at all is ridiculous. Like, just have birds.
One, two, three. Come on, come on. Right.
No!
Kyle, you still got this.
Oh, I got it
This is
alright.
still you.
It's all me, 100% me. This guy.
No,
Shit.
it wasn't you. Oh, you can still get up though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only get knocked out if I get knocked down 3 times in one round.
One.
This was another one of the Wii games that was digitally released on Wii U. $10 for the first week and then $20 afterwards.
And there's no way to like bring that, like if you bought it already, there's no way to bring that over?
Well,
like if you bought it on the Wii, is there a way to be like, I bought this on the Wii, can I have it? And then it's like, yeah, you can have that.
well, no, but you can still put your disc into your Wii U and play it.
Oh, is it not digital on the Wii?
No,
Is it on the Wii?
no, it's not. Yeah, all digital Wii purchases carry over, though. Like for virtual console games,
Yeah.
like I bought Super Mario World on the Wii, so for the Wii U I paid like a $1.50 upgrade fee or something, and like it adds, I think, like button configuration and the ability to play on the gamepad or something, which like whatever, it's stupid that they're charging me again, but like $1.50 is fine, like whatever.
Okay. You're saying it is an acceptable shitty move?
Yeah.
One.
Can you win? Like, is the only way for you to win to knock him down 3 times in one round, or can you?
No, I can. If I just knock him down enough overall, he will just go
Not
down,
get up?
count to 10, and
Okay.
he'll be down.
Got
Or
it.
also, if you go 3 rounds, like you can win by decision.
One.
But that like
2,
almost never happens
3,
ever.
4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Good night,
hi.
Patty.
Come on, come on. Right.
What? Uh-oh.
Your mother's here and is saying good night.
Oh, good night.
Night for me.
Good night for Nicole.
I didn't realize my mom was still here. Like, was she here this whole time?
She went to take a nap for a while and she came back.
You're talking about Tim Hortons in the chat, the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Timbits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Killing You Guys says Tim Hortons is overrated, and I hate that we've allowed a corporation to become part of our national identity.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I hear a lot of people really like Tim Hortons, and only recently have I heard that like no, Tim Hortons is just garbage still.
Yeah, but also, like, people in the Northeast are obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Like, Dunkin' Donuts isn't good, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I do like Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwiches. Like,
They're-
those taste good in a
they're
way
fine.
where it's bad.
They're fine and everywhere.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh no.
7,
8,
8,
9. 10 comes next.
10.
Yeah,
Got
there
it.
you go. Got him. Have you gotten any donation? I think you just checked
You can
that.
always take a whooping.
There was the one from Kev, and that's
If
it.
I had to rate that
Is
fight,
that
I'd
Kev
give
with
you a
2 V's, or
It
is
is.
that Koo with a W?
I think it's Kev.
Yep, it's Kev.
If I had to rate that fight,
Could have been Koo.
I'd give you a
Did you guys retweet
You.
to the Run Button account?
What about
I tweeted about your marathon because you're not doing that.
I did, yes. Kyle has scheduled tweets that go out once an hour.
No,
No, he
I
doesn't.
told you that ended at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it ended at 5 o'clock.
This guy, oh, he's not new. He was from the Super Nintendo version I never played, Bear Hugger.
All right. I remember Keith mentioning that he was interested in the Surface Pro in one of the old podcasts. What are his thoughts now, and does he prefer them over traditional laptops?
I have still not used one.
What?
I've
They're
never
so
used one.
good.
I've used one.
I would really, because here's the thing, is that when I was really interested in having a Surface Pro was when I didn't have a laptop, or I had this laptop. This laptop is like, I got it from my ex's father, was like, hey, my sister had this laptop, it's broken, if you can fix it, you can have it. And I fixed it, but it had several, like, the USB ports didn't work, the audio jack and the speakers didn't work, and it wouldn't charge and be on at the same time. And all 3 of those problems, except for the charging one, which only half fixed, all of those just disappeared one day a year into owning the laptop, and it became a million times more functional. So I don't have as strong of a need for a Surface Pro as I did then, but I would still really like one because this is dying, and the idea of a laptop tablet hybrid that leans slightly more to the tablet side is appealing to me. So. And I feel like they've gotten better. Like, I don't know for sure because I haven't looked into it very much because they're very expensive, and I just don't have that sort of money. I feel like it's still something that I'm interested in. Oh, I'm being stenographed. I didn't realize I was being stenographed.
Where are you going? Are you going upstairs? Was that a really hard question that I asked you?
You asked me where I was going, I realized I didn't remember why I was leaving anymore.
Yeah, there's one of the serrated knives and a fork because I was going to cut a piece of my... Thank you.
Oh, I was going to get my candle. Got it.
I don't know what this is. What are the coolest places you've ever been? Keith?
My bedroom?
I don't know what to say.
I don't go anywhere because I don't like anywhere. Probably my favorite place that I've ever been was the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum at Boston. That is my favorite museum. It is really cool. There was this woman who inherited her husband's fortune when he died, and she went around buying really incredible Renaissance and Baroque period artwork, and just put all of that art in her giant mansion in Boston. And part of her will was transforming her mansion unchanging it into and turning it into a museum. And it's fucking amazing. It is an amazing museum.
What's the name of it?
The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. That's probably the best place I've ever been. And then second place, bedroom.
The coolest place I've ever been, when I was nannying a few years ago, the family I nannied for, which is now the family that owns the law office I work at, they take their kids on a vacation every year, and the year that I am thinking of is they took everybody to Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's really, really, really cool. If for no other reason that they have some extremely awesome aquarium type exhibits. And it's kind of like a little neat zoo/aquarium is pretty cool.
Ooh, Atmid points out the Gardner Museum was also famously burglarized. Yeah, the Gardner Museum is the site of
Thanks, dog. Can you put it on my
biggest art heist ever, and it also is unsolved. They stole a bunch of Renoir paintings. There was a kind of break in the case a few years ago, and it still turned out that it was nothing.
Can you put it on top of the box like I just
they stole
asked?
millions of dollars worth of paintings. I think it was 3 or 4 Renoirs.
No, I just wanted to have it here for when I decided I want some.
As far as I remember, the story is that they dressed up as security guards and got in after dark due to the negligence of like the other guards, and were able to just take the paintings down and put them into a truck and just drove off with them.
Keith.
Niva Castro says, Keith, please talk into your microphone. I'm talking to my microphone. Please be not rude. That wasn't rude. I'm kidding.
A bunch of people have said that though.
I'm talking like right into it. So
I know. I'm just letting you know.
I can eat up the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned it earlier, but nobody acknowledged me.
I think what happened was that Keith was screaming into his microphone for like 4 hours, so I turned him down, and now that he's speaking at a reasonable volume, he's too quiet.
Kyle, what's the coolest place you've ever been?
The coolest place I've ever been?
Yep. You liked Seattle a lot.
Seattle's cool. I haven't been to a lot of cool places.
Let's see. Do Kyle and Nicole have any special dates planned for Valentine's Day? The one that we can share with you is that we were probably going to go contra dancing, which is a really fun thing to do, and you should all look into it because it's that much fun. It's like if you took country line dancing and made it way better and set it to live, usually acoustic, folk inspired music, which is really kind of neat. And there's a caller and you learn the dances as you go, and it's a community dance, so everyone gets a different partner throughout the dance at least one time. It's a lot of fun. Everybody that I have convinced to try it has thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's something that I am very passionate about. It's pretty cool, and it's usually very cheap. So if you're looking for something fun to do with a significant other, search for contra dances in your area, CONTRA, and they're like $5 entry fee or something. It's a lot of fun. You can YouTube it too. It's on YouTube.
I want to point out that David Duchovny's in the chat, and listen, I loved you in Evolution. I've never seen Evolution.
That's actually a really good movie. I watched that a lot.
I've only seen the cover of it.
I liked
Looks
it a
shitty.
lot as a kid. We gotta take down the stream real quick. Can you let them know about that?
We're going to down the stream real quick. I'm letting you know about it. We'll be right back up.